The afternoon on BBC. Mouth is now. Then the Floggett team are in Paisley. Should look nice at 3:45 and at 4:30. Quiz heads on for Pointless at 4:30.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, horses, hedgehogs and heffalumps, the hellish wait is over. How would you shrink a head?
Put it in the washing machine at very high heat.
You did one impersonation of me, and now you can't use grammar.
Brand new QI continues Friday at 8:30 on BBC One.
The afternoon headlines now on BBC One with George Alagiah.
Good afternoon. The Irish government has warned that the cost of rescuing the country's banks has risen sharply and that the public may face further austerity measures to help pay for it. The price of bailing out one bank, Anglo-Irish, could now be as high as £30 billion. Tributes have been paid to the Hollywood legend Tony Curtis, who's died at his home in Las Vegas, aged 85. In a career spanning 6 decades, he made more than 120 films, including Some Like It Hot, starring opposite Marilyn Monroe. Harriet Harman has closed the Labour conference by telling delegates Ed Miliband will be a great leader of the party. She also paid tribute to David Miliband, who stepped down from the Labour front benches yesterday. BT is to create 4,000 new jobs through a project to provide super-fast broadband to some of the most remote parts of the UK. Homes in Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly are set to receive the service. Scientists say they found the first direct evidence of a genetic link in some cases of ADHD. Researchers from Cardiff University, writing in The Lancet, say the disorder could be a brain problem like autism. American scientists say they've discovered a new planet which has the potential to support life. Astronomers say the planet is 21 light years away and has a very similar condition to the Earth. The weather, a fairly cloudy evening with some light showers expected in the south. And I'll be back with the BBC's News at 6. Now we join our news teams where you are.
Hello, very good afternoon to you. I'm Dani Sinha. An inquest has heard how a young woman was killed by black ice caused by a leaking drain which hadn't been fixed for several years. Now a coroner in Berkshire has criticised BT, Thames Water and West Berkshire Council for their poor communication in failing to fix the problem. 22-year-old Sharon Birch was killed on the B4000 at Wickham Heath in Berkshire in January. A Bournemouth nurse who used extreme violence to murder her parents has been jailed for life with a minimum term of 18 years. Joan and Arthur Toop were killed at the bungalow they shared with their daughter in Charminster in November 2008. 54-year-old Susan Toop has already been treated at a secure mental hospital. The judge called it a sad and tragic case. Patients are being warned they could face delays from today as work starts to replace the main gas pipe outside Frimley Park Hospital in Surrey. Southern Gas Networks were due to begin work on Tuesday, but delayed the start to ensure people were aware of their plans. They say the essential work will continue for 7 to 9 weeks. Now, the chairman of Bournemouth Football Club claims he's been banned from the boardroom and director's box at Southampton's ground. That's ahead of their match on Saturday. Eddie Mitchell says he's been told he will not be made welcome. It's after a bar bill was left unpaid at St Mary's following last month's Carling Cup tie between the two clubs. He says Southampton are also upset after he revealed Cherry's manager, Eddie Howe, had turned down the job at the Hampshire club. While Saints deny they approached Howe. Well, earlier today, though, Mr Mitchell spoke to BBC Radio Solent about the issue of the bar bill.
Well, we played Southampton and I took some friends along because it's a big occasion, big stadium. My friends enjoyed a drink, I enjoyed a drink, and I presumed it was part of the protocol, you know, with the way things are done. So obviously we didn't pay for our drinks. But since then they've come up with this £200 that we owe them for drinks, which we paid last week. So, I mean, I don't know why we're making an issue of it.
Well, that's all from us for now. We're back at 6:30 here for Saturday on BBC One. In the meantime, plenty more news on our website there, bbc.co.uk/Saturday. Have a lovely afternoon. Bye-bye.